Welcome to my channel. This is Grace Manze here. In the video today, I'll be showing you how to make a 3-step flare skirt. And the flares consist of a half circle, 3/4 circle, and a full circle flare. Okay, this was a requested video, so yes, I do honor your requests. And if you've got any video requests, just put it down in the comment section below. Okay, before we get into the video, I just want to say a special thank you to all those who subscribed to my channel, those who liked and shared the videos, those who took time to watch my videos, and all the wonderful comments. Thank you very much, and may God richly bless you. Right, if you are watching me for the first time, today is your day. Just hit the red subscribe button and also the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the videos coming up on this channel. Okay, now let's get straight into the video. You're going to need your fabric, a chalk, pen and paper to make some calculations, some pins, your tape measure, a pair of scissors, and the interfacing for the waistband. Now, this is the diagram of the 3-step flared skirt. It's going to have 3 layers, 1, 2, and 3. And as you can see, layer number 3 is the longest, and it's going to be made of a half circle. And the second layer is going to be 3/4 of a circle, and the first layer is going to be a full circle. Okay. And for our calculations, we are going to use that sign which stands for pi, and it's valued at 3.14, and 2 pi is equal to 6.28, which is just 3.14 times 2. Okay, now we are going to start by cutting out layer number 3 here, which is the innermost one, and it's a half circle skirt. So what we need to do now is to calculate for the radius. Okay, right, for the half circle skirt radius, it's very simple. It's your waist circumference divided by pi, which is 36 inches in my case, divided by pi, which is 3.14, and the answer is 11.46. Okay, and the skirt length is going to be 27 inches, which is the total length of my skirt. Okay, so we are going to start by cutting out that one. Then we go and calculate the second and cut it out, and then the third and cut it out. Okay, now let's go cut out the half circle skirt. Now, to cut out the half circle, all you need is to fold back your fabric. You see, I've got just 1 layer of fabric here, which is folded back like that. Okay, making sure you've got enough fabric to cover the radius and the skirt length. Okay, in my case, the radius 11.46 plus 27 inches of the skirt length all together will give me about 38.5. So I've got about 39 inches here, so that's going to be enough. Okay, so now we can measure the radius. I'm sure you know the drill by now. From this corner here, 11.46. Okay, go ahead, connect the point. The next thing we are going to do is to measure 27 inches from the radius line for your skirt length. Go ahead and connect the points. Okay, now I've got my radius line and my skirt length. The next thing I'm going to do is just cut it out. Okay, so the half circle skirt now done. We move on to the layer number 2. Now, to calculate the 3/4 circle flare radius, you multiply your waistline circumference by 4.3 and divide by 2 pi. In my case, it's 48 divided by 6.28, and the radius is 7.64. okay, so the length of this layer number 2 or flare number 2 is going to be 15 inches. Now you're going to fold your fabric in half, okay, and make sure you fold it back again in half widthwise, and you've got 4 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Make sure you've got 4 layers, okay. So now I'm going to start measuring the radius from this corner here, which is 7.64, okay. So I'm just rounding it off to 7.6. So I do the same, mark the radius. Go ahead, connect the points. Okay, I'm going to measure 15 inches from the radius line here. Okay, join the points. You've got your radius line and your flare length there. Now you can just go ahead and cut it out. Now, because it's a 3/4 flare, 3/4 circle skirt flare, what you need to do before you put it away, you're going to cut off 1/4, okay. So I've got 4 layers here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to cut off 1 layer so that I remain with 3 layers, which is equal to 3/4. So I can cut it from anywhere, right? Let it cut from this end first. Okay, and then come to this end here and remove. Right, so you take away the 1/4. Now you've got a 3/4 flare. Okay, bring the 2 ends together like that, and then notch the midpoint. Okay, put it away. Now we move on to the first and the final layer, which is the full circle skirt. Now the radius for the full circle flare is waistline measurement divided by 2 pi, and in my case is 36 divided by 6.28, and the radius is 5.73. okay, right. The length of my flare I've decided is going to be 7 inches. Okay, so let's go cut it out. Now for the circle skirt flare, it's straightforward. Okay, you've got 4 layers of fabric here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and you've got your corner here where you're going to be measuring your radius from. Right, so my radius is 5.73, so I'm going to start measuring from this corner here. go ahead and cut it out. Okay, I'm going to cut it any side here so that I have one piece, because it's a circle skirt. All right, open it up and then notch the midpoint here. Okay. The next thing I did was just to go ahead and pin all 3 layers in place, starting with the half circle, 3/4, and then full circle. Okay, bearing in mind that the circle skirt, the full circle, is very stretchy, so in order to match with the other 2, you've got to give them a little stretch so that they match with the full circle skirt. Okay, the next thing you do is also measure your waistline and see if you still have your correct measurement there. Okay, and I measured mine and it's all correct. Okay, so I'm now going to go ahead and cut out the waistband. Okay, so this is the waistband, and I left about 1/2 inch on either side of the visible interface facing, and both I cut on bias. Okay, so that's it. Now we can start sewing. To start sewing, I'm gonna overlock individual layers at the hem, and then just do a 5mm hem on all 3 of them. Okay, and then overlock on the sides as well on each individual layer. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. Now the next thing you are going to do is to join the layers individually as well, starting with the outer layer here, which is the shortest one, and leaving 6 inches for the zip on all 3. So you start joining this one, and then come the second one. Okay, leaving 6 inches, and then finally the innermost layer, also leaving 6 inches for the zip. By the way, I have to apologize, I didn't mention the zip at the beginning of the video. So yes, you need a zip to insert here. Okay, so this is how you do the zip. You fold the 2 inner layers together, slitting the middle layer at the 6-inch mark so that it falls back together with the inner layer like that. Okay, so once you've done that, you pin the zip in place, and then pin the outer layer on top over the zip. Okay, so that it's concealed like that. So basically the zip is sandwiched between the 2 inner layers which are put together and the outer layer like that. Okay, and then you just go ahead and stitch in place, and that's the zip done. Okay, after this I'm just going to go ahead and attach the waistband. It's straightforward. Okay, so once the waistband is done, I'll show you when the skirt is finished. So now here is the finished skirt. Okay, that's the front and that's the back here. Okay, the zip on. So the next thing, as usual, I'm going to try it on. I hope it fits very well. Thank you very much for watching, and may God richly bless you. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video.